Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that I would do in my first month if I was just picking up the guitar. 3 things that I would do in the first 30 days to make sure that I have fun, that I'm successful, that I don't quit, and that I start making music. Now, I'm not talking about day 1 guitar where you're like, what is a neck and what is a body and are these strings and what's this black thing? I'm talking about later on that day or maybe day 2 where you're like, okay, I'm ready to do this thing. Now, before we even get to the 3 things, you're going to need a goal, a purpose. What are you driving toward instead of just drifting aimlessly? And to me, the goal for every guitarist in their first month should be to play a song. So for today's lesson, we're going to use Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here as an example. So let's get to the 3 things that I would do to start playing that song. First of all, I would learn 4 chords, just 4 to start out with. G major, C major, D major, and E minor. Those 4 are in a million songs, like Wish You Were Here. That's E minor, G major. Brown Eyed Girl's in G major. Drifts down to E minor right there. All sorts of styles and genres too, like One Love by Bob Marley. G to D. That's C major, G major, Feel Alright, D major, G, right there. Here's how to play a G chord. You put this finger right here on the 3rd fret of the low E string. This one right here on the 2nd fret of the A string. And this one right here on the 3rd fret of the high E string right there. And if you want, you can do what I did, which is just cover it up on both the B and the E strings like this. Or if you take it off, it goes like that. This is how to play a C chord. You don't hit the bottom note right there. You just hit the 3rd fret of the A string, 2nd fret of the D string, and then 1st fret of the B string. And by going a little bit vertical with everything, you're hitting the open G and open E strings. A D major goes like this, open D string, 2nd fret of the G string, 3rd fret of the B string, and this finger right here on the 2nd fret of the E string. And you don't really hit that string right there, the open A. You can if you want it, but you definitely don't want to hit that open E. So it's mostly these bottom 4 strings. And then an E minor goes like this. This finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. This finger right here on the 2nd fret of the D string. Or you can use one finger like I do, like that. But I'll do it with 2 fingers. And then you hit the rest of the strings open for that beautiful E minor sound. And if you learn these chords and get the muscle memory down, you stop going from slow transitions to try to, do that, where you just move back and forth seamlessly, easily. You get them down, maybe you play an E minor with 1 finger or 2 fingers. As soon as you get them down, get that muscle memory going, you get the pain out of your fingers, work through that, get some blisters going, you'll be great. Okay, that's easier said than done, I know, but if you keep going, keep working at it, you'll get the smooth chord transitions, and that's the basis for everything. All right, the second thing I would do in my first 30 days is I would learn one scale, particularly the G major scale. Scale is a collection of 7 notes in a major or minor. For now, we're just going to do major. They walk their way up, or you can do them in reverse, 1 through 7, and then they start over. Instead of going to 8, it starts over at 1. And they're great because they help you bridge little connector notes as you go between chords. It leads you into other chords, and it becomes the basis for soloing, which we'll talk a little bit about in the 3rd step. So check this out. A G major scale, it again starts off just like the G chord on the 3rd fret of the E string, open A string, 2nd fret of the A string, 3rd fret of that A string, open D string, 2nd fret of the D string, put this finger right here on the 4th fret of the D string, and then the open G. And that creates the 1 note to keep walking it up from there. Let's not worry about that one right now. The low one is just enough to help you learn how to pick individual notes and practice moving around without just chords. So it's a great way to sort of play around, get used to hitting individual strings one at a time, moving back and forth. Great way to learn. And again, it leads you into number 3. So the last thing, number 3, it's combine the scales and the chords together in a song. So once again, Wish You Were Here is in G major. And if I just play a couple notes from that scale, check this out. I'm actually playing the same notes as the scale, remember? Remember that scale? It goes like this. And then it hits another note from the scale, the open D string. It skipped that note from the scale, just skipped it, and went right to that. And then it goes to an E minor. Check that out. The beginning of Wish You Were Here, all it is a scale. Low part of the E minor, and what's cool is instead of playing a regular E minor, if you lay this finger on the 3rd fret of the E and B strings, sort of like we did for the G major, but now do it for an E minor like this. Pretty cool. Sounds like Wish You Were Here, doesn't it? Then it does it again. Those notes right there are all part of the G major scale, remember? That's the G major scale backwards. Now to a G major. Isn't that cool right there? Another good example again is Brown Eyed Girl, where you're doing G to C. I'm doing, I'm just sort of, I'm picking the G major scale. Just, that was one of the notes. You're sort of emphasizing the low notes of a G major scale, and that adds like a bass note to chords and creates this rhythm and this flow and this connector. So by learning 4 major chords, you're gonna learn a ton of songs. By learning the G major scale, you'll get better and better at picking individual notes and strings. And then by combining the 2 of them, you'll create more melody and more connection points with your chords, and it'll lead you into little solos and riffs for your favorite songs. All right, those are 3 things that I would focus on in my first 30 days of learning guitar. I'd love to hear how you do in the comments. Let me know if it's helpful and give me some ideas for more videos. Catch you around.